From this point forward, the word cheese will be bleeped because Michael finds it offensive.
Hello, and welcome back to the Fine Dining Podcast, the search for the most mediocre restaurant in America. I'm your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the show where I'm looking for that perfect 5.00 dining experience out of 10. Why am I doing it? Because, I don't know, mediocrity should be celebrated, and we need to know, where does bad become good? Where does good become bad? There is a flip over point, and I'm out to define it. Now, if it's your first time watching the show, I do two-part episodes. The first part, we're going to cover the history of the franchise that I go to, and we'll read some Yelp reviews of the specific location to prime you for our review next week. Part 2 is just all about what we experienced at the restaurant. And I could not imagine a better person to have taken to this specific restaurant. I went to Chipotle, and I brought, first and foremost, a friend of mine, but a kick-ass stand-up comedian. You can see her in a lot of places. You can hear her voice. She does voice acting for American Dad, for Family Guy, and she's being very silent until I say her name, and I realize I have that power, and I kind of want to draw it out.
I think
Zara
we did a good
Mizrahi.
job.
Oh, no!
No, I want to talk over my name. No, we got to talk over it.
Zara Mizrahi, hello, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's been way too long since we last saw each other, and it just felt very appropriate to go to Chipotle with you and bring you on for this podcast. It's like your literal home away from home is the inside of a Chipotle.
If my soul were a restaurant, it would be Chipotle. And there's so many locations across the earth. So I just feel really at home anywhere I go.
All over.
Home is where the burritos are.
Yeah.
And I spread my spirit all over the place. That sounds...
I hated that verbiage.
I don't like it. I really didn't like the way I said it.
This specific chain is one that I don't have a lot of love for. I haven't been to that much. The last time I did it was when I was doing a YouTube series called Michael's Spin on Things that you actually guest starred for a swath of episodes. Is that the right word? A swath?
I hated that verbiage.
Turnabout, fair play. But I did an episode. The premise of that show is I would review an item, but then I would spin a wheel and it would give me criteria that is different than what the thing actually is to review it as. So I reviewed Chipotle burritos as a water balloon fight. So I got like 40 burritos, went to a park with a bunch of friends, and we just pelted each other with burritos.
How did it do?
It was fun. It was a little bit more impactful than a water balloon.
You mean like people went to the hospital?
No one went to the hospital, but I do believe that it drew blood from someone.
Couple concussions.
Chipotle packs a punch. Anyways, this is also, take a walk with me here. It's May 1st when this episode comes out, and when part 2 comes out, it'll be May 8th. And right in the middle of there, the holiday that makes the most sense for Chipotle, Cinco de Mayo. It is the least Mexican holiday co-opted by Americans. That is what Chipotle is. That is what I am. I'm a quarter Mexican. You're kind of Mexican, but not, in that you're not, but you are.
Right.
And I will not elaborate on that.
Yeah, I was going to say,
we're not going to tell the story. Why would we do that?
My family's lived there for many generations now.
Yeah.
So they are Mexican and we grew up speaking Spanish. But the blood...
la sangre.
Yeah, the carnitas.
I don't think you know Spanish.
No, I do. Like the flesh. Why did I say it like that?
Oh, I also want to bring up, my dad asks about you regularly.
I remember your dad
Yeah.
very vividly when you were talking about how your dad has still a full head of hair. I was like, yeah, I don't ever... Like, if I had to choose a man who would never lose his hair, it would be your dad.
It'd be my dad.
Yeah, he's like the George Clooney.
I mean, he's doping.
Fair.
He's doping.
Fair. No, your dad is so sweet.
Yeah.
He's so supportive of you.
But he often asks me, like, why don't you reach out to Zara? Zara should come on your podcast. What's Zara up to?
I love him.
Yeah. And I was just like, that's not a bad idea. So here we are. Anyways,
this is all your dad's making.
He manifested this. This is the longest intro I've ever done. So our table isn't ready. It's going to be a week before we eat, so to speak. Theming, Gotta do
Gotta
the thing.
theme it up, yeah.
But we're going to jump to our intro song anyways. So see you in a second.
Your table is ready, follow me. Have you tried our chicken breast? Serving pancakes and ribs, I recommend the spaghetti. We're here to satisfy, not to impress. Your table is ready, complimentary butter and bread. These walls have road signs, knick-knack, cowboy hat, good luck cat, autograph guitar, some grab from your city. Behold the tchotchke of mediocrity. Fine dining, yes, fine dining, fine dining. Two letters on the sign are shining, neon flickering, irregular timing. Identify the perfect 5 out of 10. Fine dining. Fine dining.
Okay, Zara, I have a burp coming.
Great. Invite it in.
I feel like the Chipotle came up and pulled it back down. It's like, no, you don't.
It's like the Ring girl.
It's like coming out of a TV.
Out of the well.
That's Chipotle in your body. It's the girl from The Ring.
A lot of people would say that Chipotle actually tries to evacuate your body.
And it's like, not on my watch.
Yeah.
It's a permanent fixture.
Yeah.
This is why Chipotle is like home for you, because it resides in you. It's trying to get itself back home.
Yeah, everyone makes like Chipotle diarrhea jokes, and I have never, ever had an issue.
I have, but I just have diarrhea issues on their own. So Can we isolate it to Chipotle? I don't know.
No, you can't.
No, I
Thank you.
I don't know. That's not a no. It's a TBD.
In science,
to be diarrhea.
To be dysenteried. But if it's like a maybe not, then it has to be a no until it's a yes.
I don't agree. I mean,
I'm not gonna Chipotle the bad cred. It doesn't deserve it.
Okay, Zara, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're talking about Chipotle right now, but we need to go through Chipotle's backlog. We need to go through Chipotle's history.
Okay.
Do you want to learn about where it comes from?
The greatest addition to my life.
Told?
Yes. Give me I want to hear like what led up to the movement that shaped the world we're in today.
Great. We're going to jump into this week's Eat Deets.
Eatery details.
In 1993, Steve Ells opened the first Chipotle Mexican Grill in Denver, Colorado, using a loan from his father.
That's very Hispanic of him.
The flagship Chipotle was in an abandoned ice cream store in 1993, specifically one of Colorado's once-hopping Dolly Madison ice cream shops.
What a leap from ice cream to burrito.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hold both in a cone, maybe. They're both
will give you an upset belly.
Yeah.
If you have certain sensitivities.
Okay.
Ells attended the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, and worked as a line cook for Jeremiah Tower at Stars in San Francisco, where he was inspired by the popularity of taquerias and burritos in the Mission District.
Congrats to them.
And within a month, the original restaurant was selling over 1,000 burritos a day.
That's real charity right there.
Charity?
Yeah. It doesn't matter if someone's paying for it or not. The difference is it's like a service to the community to do that. It is.
You have such rose-tinted glasses.
I have flour tortilla tinted glasses. I love them. I love burritos. Why?
I feel like I brought in like a ringer on behalf of Chipotle who's gonna like...
I'm Chipotle's hype man. I thought that's what I was asked.
It is, but given that I am not, I am always going to push back. I don't expect you to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have shit tinted glasses, my friend. If you can't see the...
Okay. let's not get hostile.
Okay, fine.
McDonald's made an initial minority investment in Chipotle in 1998, which allowed rapid expansion from 16 restaurants in 1998 to over 500 by 2005.
Congrats.
The burrito place that you love is like
That's not true anymore. McDonald's
I know.
actually.
Literally my next point. What gets to walk that back. But let me live in it for
now.
now.
You can cut out this stuff, right?
No. It's staying. Look, I know they left, but I want to revel in the fact that like we had this over Chipotle for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
And in 2006, McDonald's fully divested from Chipotle as part of a larger initiative to focus on its core business, selling all its shares. So that almost sounds like McDonald's like gave up on Chipotle.
It was time to let their child spread their wings on their own and to see if they could stand
on
up
their
on
own
their own.
2 burritos.
Yeah.
Their 2 avocados.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is I feel like I didn't hear about McDonald's affiliation with Chipotle until they were leaving. And no one had the takeaway of they left. Like I remember in like 2007 was when I found out of McDonald's involvement in Chipotle, and I used that against Chipotle, despite the fact that the reason I heard about it is because they left.
That's like blaming an addict once they're clean. It's like, who does that?
Chipotle's legendary burrito coins, distributed as rewards to loyal customers since 1998, have gained popularity and value over the years. While Chipotle still honors these coins for a free burrito, their rarity has made them sought-after collectibles, with prices sometimes reaching high levels on online platforms like eBay. I literally saw a lot of 12 going for $1,199, so $100 a piece, with $125 as the most I saw for an individual burrito coin. And it's just a little token from Chipotle that says good for 1 free burrito.
Oh my God. I really became a Chipotle enthusiast. It's probably after this rewards chapter of their legacy.
I saw coins from like 2020.
Well, here's the thing. I love Chipotle so much that I actually actively do not join the rewards program because I want them to have all of my money.
It's like tithing.
What is a what?
Tithing?
What are you making up words?
It's like when a member of a church has a designated portion of their income that just goes to the church.
Oh my God.
It literally feels like that.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Tithing.
Now you learned.
Yeah, it's such a weird word to say.
Yeah, tithing, Tithing.
I feel like that's a word that on my Scrabble board I would think is real, and then I would try to put it in,
and then someone like calls you on it, and they make you look it up, and you're like, "Oh, it is."
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. I just want them to have all like 7% of my income or something.
I think I think Mormons it's like 20%.
Okay, I'll be Mormon about Chipotle.
I think you are. You're there.
Yeah,
you're already.
Yeah.
In 1999, founder Steve Ells visited concentrated animal feeding operations after being prompted by an article. Horrified by what he saw, he shifted to sourcing from open-range pork suppliers, leading to both an increase in price and sales of carnitas burritos.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Chipotle released its mission statement, Food with Integrity, in 2001, emphasizing the use of naturally raised meat, organic produce, and dairy without added hormones.
I love that. Good for them.
You're vegan, so
yeah.
I feel like the animal stuff, you're like, but they're still serving them. So
I mean, it's like we killed less pigs this month. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's actually. I love pigs when they're alive. I think that's part. I think that's part of the issue because so like, there's just I love that nose.
What a specific thing.
The nose
I would have thought
perfect.
It would have been a little spaghetti tail.
I love the spaghetti tail.
The fusilli.
The wine cork opener.
Yeah.
But that fucking snout though, it's just unmatched.
In 2005, the company added the ability to order online from their website, but Chipotle also accepts fax orders. For both online and fax orders, customers proceed to the front of the line to pay for pre-ordered food.
In the year of our Lord 2024, we're still using fax machines?
I don't know how long ago this article was written, but it states that they do accept fax orders.
Does anyone actually know how a fax machine works?
I'm convinced that even the inventors did not. No one mastered it, and then it became obsolete.
But
we relied on it.
Yeah, but they work better than printers.
Yeah.
They're more reliable than actually printing a sheet of paper, which sounds like printers don't work very often.
No.
And when they do, you're like amazed.
And when you try to scan something and it just looks like, it looked like you x-rayed a piece of paper. Like what is this?
Yeah, like it was already burned or something.
Yeah.
The Lord works in mysterious ways with those fax machines.
In the 2010s, Steve Ells attempted to diversify Chipotle by creating or acquiring several subsidiaries offering different cuisines, including Soul Food, a restaurant called Soul Daddy, Asian Cuisine, Shop House Southeast Asian Kitchen, Pizza, Pizzeria Locale, and Burgers, Tasty Made. These are all restaurants that Chipotle's owner was like, yeah, let's foray into these things.
I don't like when they do that.
I don't either.
It's like,
stay in your lane.
Yeah, it's like Bob Marley had like 13 kids, but like no one listens to them. Like maybe someone's like, oh, I love Damian Marley, which I do, but I wouldn't go to like Soul Daddy and be like, this is Chipotle.
The Chipotle
you know what I mean?
of soul food.
Yeah.
The Chipotle of pizza, the Chipotle of burgers, and the Chipotle of Southeast Asian.
Stop reaching into every cuisine trying to Chipotlify it, just make Chipotle.
But yeah, Chipotle ventured into Asian cuisine with Shop House Southeast Asian Kitchen, opening its first location in Washington, D.C. in September 2011. However, the concept did not perform as expected.
Wow.
Big surprise. Leading to its closure in March 2017. So
thank God.
Had 5.5 years. In July 2016, Chipotle announced the opening of its first Tasty Made burger restaurant, aiming to diversify its offerings further. Chipotle announced its exit from the pizza restaurant industry in July 2023, closing all remaining Pizzeria Locale locations and dissolving the business due to fierce competition. Yeah, no shit, like, there are so many pizza places.
There are also so many restaurants that Chipotle tried to open. They're like competing against themselves.
Yeah.
Like, let's open 20 restaurants and then none of them
and put
do
them all
well.
on the same block.
Yeah. Like none of them are doing right. And they're like, God damn, that competition.
Yeah.
It's like, it's literally all you.
But like, I don't know. Who's opening a new pizza chain in 2024?
Yeah. It's pretty much done, right?
Yeah.
Because also Chipotle of pizza exists.
It's like starting a podcast.
It's like,
There's enough of them.
Cheese on bread, add some tomato sauce, and maybe some vegetables or meat on top, and it's going to be fucking perfect.
People are going to love this.
Yeah.
Parallel thought is a thing, though.
Yeah, but if you have like a parallel thought of something that's existed for like a 1,000 years, like, God damn, it's that subconscious mind that just like tunes into everything that everyone else is thinking.
Yeah. In 2015, Chipotle faced challenges with its carnitas supply due to animal welfare issues, leading to a temporary removal from the menu. The company also stopped using genetically modified corn and soybeans in their foods in the same year, claiming to be the first nationwide restaurant to do so.
That's part of what makes Chipotle so good to me, is like, I feel like I can taste the realness of like the lettuce and shit. I know I sound like such a hippie, but when I'm done eating a Chipotle burrito...
Do you ground? Do you go out and like touch your bare feet to the soil?
Yeah. On top... No, but I stand on burritos and I like let the bean... I let the energy flow of the bean just rise through the soles of my feet and my ankles.
Praise bean.
Yeah. Nice.
In 2016, Chipotle introduced chorizo to their menu, advertised as a low-calorie option. However, the advertised 300-calorie burrito actually contained 1,055 calories, leading to a class action lawsuit. Doi. Chipotle apologized, but chorizo hasn't returned to the menu since.
Oh, it really took down that huge...
We took down big chorizo.
That sucks. Oh, man. What do they have now? It's barbacoa.
Barbacoa.
Steak,
chicken, carnitas, sofritas.
So the carnitas are still there. So just the chorizo was like a quick appearance. It was like the McRib, and now it's gone.
I've already said it a couple times on the podcast. I had the McRib for the first time. It is so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a reason. It's
I don't get the hype. It's stupid.
I feel like
stupid sandwich.
Wouldn't most products do great if companies just introduce them for a limited time over and over and over again? Because they like people are like, oh, I need to capitalize.
We do love scarcity. Like we are a scarcity driven environment. Like the original Pokemon cards go for like crazy amounts on eBay, even though like everyone had them.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone had them. But then most people are just like, you didn't take care of it. You put it in a shoebox or whatever. And now like you want to pay hundreds of dollars for a thing that you already once had and are probably still going to just put in a shoebox.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my Beanie Babies for that reason.
Yeah.
I have a whole bag of
I
them.
looked into selling them and they are worthless.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But that's what I thought about Pokemon cards also.
Yeah.
So I never know. The Beanie Babies are the chorizo of the burrito world.
I feel like Chorizo was the name of a Beanie Baby.
Definitely a Pokemon card.
Had a very sad poem inside of it. In 2017, Chipotle announced it would relocate its headquarters from Denver to Newport Beach, California, impacting 400 workers.
Well, that's cool. I mean, closer to the source.
You?
Yeah.
Specifically just how this impacts you. 400 people lost their jobs and you're like, oh, they're right down the street.
I mean, I just see
You're
this as a positive. Look, if they're going to, whatever brings the source of Chipotle closer to my love and the country of...
You're definitely having like an endorphin rush right now.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Because I'm not close to any flagship locations.
Yeah.
Starbucks is in Seattle.
Johnny Rockets is here.
It's flagship?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, on Melrose?
It's gone now, but...
The one on Melrose?
I think it was around Melrose, but like it no longer exists.
I called
They shut it down.
I called Johnny Rockets Johnny's Rocket for most of my adult life. Not knowing.
Hey man, you want to go to Johnny's Rocket?
Yeah, and I was like, everyone was
What?
like, I thought everyone hated Johnny Rocket.
You can't say it right. You're like pausing. I see it.
It's really hard to rewire your brain once. Like Johnny's Rocket really flows off the tongue way better than Johnny Rockets.
I don't like that sentence. Johnny's Rocket flows right off the tongue.
Just flows right off that sweet tongue.
Why? Why sweet? Why does the tongue have to be sweet?
Just double down. When in doubt,
That's
just
what
really
they say.
dig yourself a deeper and deeper hole. I did
Why
that
did
on
you say?
purpose.
Why?
I did it on purpose.
Those...
I was gonna heart.
Oh. To be like, that's the saddest high five, but it was the clingiest high five.
I wanted to be really personal. We're gonna stay here.
I feel like
these are burrito eating hands you're holding.
I feel like we're between cameras.
No one's gonna see it.
We're in like a Nexus zone. I'll cut to the wide and do an extreme zoom. All right.
That felt really good. Felt cathartic.
It was human connection. In response to customer demand, Chipotle introduced queso to their menu in 2017, initially disappointing many with its quality. However, Chipotle listened to feedback and improved the recipe, receiving more positive responses by the end of the year.
Okay, so what? Did you catch it?
I'm sorry, can you spell it out for me? I must have missed something because I didn't laugh.
Oh my god! Yeah, in all honesty,
yeah,
that queso looked fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
It's queso blanco, so it's like a white queso.
It's gross.
Yeah, white's not a good color for like sauces. For like ranch grosses me out. Mayonnaise, I'll eat like an aioli, but like just like a blob of anything white, I'm just
not a fan.
Yeah, I like vegetables. I want like a tomatoey red or like I want color. I want to be able to I want to identify what the thing is from, and white robs you of that.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I never thought of it like that, but I understand it.
Yeah.
I really don't like
Kindred spirit right here.
I feel like I'm in good company. There are a couple things that I really hate that people seem to be obsessed with.
Talk about it.
Well, cheese is one of them.
Yeah.
It's just ew, kind of, you know?
The process that it's made is gross.
I know, and then when it gets moldy,
it like
what's the
is
first...
just a different
Yeah, that's what people say. They're like, well, cheese is mold, so it's okay. It's like, bro, that's not...
You know what I do when I see mold on things? I throw it out.
Right. So you're saying that it's already gone bad and I'm supposed to eat it? Like, now it's really gone bad and it's still okay? Like, where is the line?
It's like it's like you lost a dare. To eat is just like, hey, I bet you won't try that. And then someone did. And then they were like, no, but it's good. I swear.
Right.
And then their friend ate it and they also liked it. And then most people like it. And I'm just like, this is disgusting.
Yeah. And it smells weird. And
yeah.
Who cut the cheese? There's like a reason.
Yeah. We literally used to like ask who farted.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I'm going to eat the farts.
Yeah, it's so good. Farts in solid form. I also hate soup. And that one really, really, really tends to upset people.
I just find it interesting because it's just a consistency that you don't like.
It's mostly consistency, but it's also how much people love it that really upsets me.
I don't know if I know anyone that's passionate about soup.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, soupers are everywhere.
I like soup, but I'm not like waving the flag for soup.
Right. That's good. Because I really feel like people are in a cult when they talk about it. It's so, I'm like, no, I don't like it.
They're like, what?
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah.
But there's something about soup that feels really deceptive and dishonest to me. I don't like that it's a beverage masquerading as a meal and everyone is like, everyone's like, but it's the best. And it's like, it's literally chunky liquid. Like, it's gross. I hate it. And I feel like
that sounds like a band.
Chunky liquid.
Yeah.
I hate how dumb I feel when I pick up a spoonful of soup and I have to eat it in these tiny bits like a fucking idiot.
It's like if you had to like drink like a Coke.
Yeah, with a spoon. Exactly. And then everyone's like, isn't this the best? I'm like, I feel stupid. I feel like a dumbass. And everyone's
judging me. Like, this is a bit, right? Yeah, you're trying to make me look stupid.
No, just feel, that's kind of what it feels like. It's like, people either look dumb or suspicious when they eat soup. It's horrible. I mean, I could go on and on about
cereal?
Soup. There's first of all, the temperature discrepancy makes it not soup.
What do you think of gazpacho?
That's a smoothie masquerading as soup. Like to me, that's just soup's way of trying to like stay in power all year long because that's like their off season.
Yeah.
So they're like, here's a blended tomato, have it. It's amazing. And everyone's like, yeah, oh my God, I'm still having soup. But it's not. It's a smoothie poured into a cup.
I love that we're kind of just diving into food theory.
I mean, look, the soup thing is off topic. I could go on and on about it for hours. I know that's not our focus here.
Yeah.
But I really do think there's a big soup conspiracy happening in the world and like nobody actually knows about it. It started as a joke that I would tell my friends.
And then you realize there's something to it.
Dude, and then I started looking into it and there's literally enough information to prove that there is
I did my own research. Chipotle introduced the Chipotlane in 2018, acting as a drive-through for mobile orders, pickup only, aiming to enhance efficiency.
I saw one of those, and I was actually kind of amazed. I mean, I can appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
But to me, part of the magic of Chipotle is seeing it made in front of you.
Sure.
That's part of the beauty of it. When you see
look, you can like it for that reason.
Okay.
None of the little metal containers look beautiful inside. Like, there's no magic. When you say part of the magic...
Oh my God, are you serious? When you see all the ingredients piled up like that, and then you see them hold the edges of the tortilla, and they kind of lift it up and like...
The best part of it is that when they throw the tortilla in the machine and take it out, that's the best part of the thing. Everything like...
Oh, that part. Sorry. I misunderstood you. I was talking about the end. You were talking about the beginning. When they like make it hot.
I'm saying is the good part.
Yeah.
You're saying you like the end where you see all the things.
But I'm with you. I like the beginning too.
Yeah.
When they pull it out, just this dead tortilla.
Yeah.
And then put it in the...
They CPR it back
machine.
To life.
Yeah.
Breathe, damn it. Breathe.
And then they pull it out and then it's like alive again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm ready to eat. Fill me with vegetables.
And it tastes so good. It's so chewy when you eat it. It's not chewy in that plastic.
Yeah.
But it's chewy when it comes out of the iron machine.
But you're treating it like it's Wonka's factory, like what's this? 2 types of beans.
It's amazing.
No, it's not.
Is that not magic
They look
to you?
sad. They're like, it's like overhead dim lighting, like spotlight lighting. There's like a glare coming off of the salsa. None of it looks good. It looks sloppy. They mix together as the day goes by.
Oh, I'm sorry. The salsa is too sparkly for you. It's too gleaming.
It's too watery.
The water... I will agree with you on. I really have an issue when they pull a lot of tomatoes into a spoon and they don't let it drain.
Yeah.
And
they
then
need the slotted spoons.
They have that though, and some still move too fucking
They're in
fast.
a rush.
Yes.
They want the water.
No, it's like water should have no place in a burrito. None.
Yeah.
I really don't like it when they do that. It kills the tortilla.
After several outbreaks of E. coli and other dangerous diseases, Chipotle admitted to a higher risk of foodborne illness outbreaks due to their use of fresh produce and meats and traditional cooking methods. Critics argued that the range of pathogens involved in incidents suggests a systemic issue, noting that the use of manure in organic farming may elevate the risk of spreading bacteria.
You know what's weird? When that happened, because it happened a couple times, I was like, this is corporate sabotage. I was like, there's no way that this is actually a Chipotle issue.
Uh-huh.
They were dominating, and then it's like, oh, E. coli.
E. coli.
Okay, this is new.
What the fuck is that?
There's an alarm going off because there's something new on the podcast, Zara. You unlocked the fine dining secret menu minigame.
Oh,
okay. That's right. There's a secret word for each of my guest hosts moving forward, and if they say it, it unlocks the secret menu. It's a game. Look, we're just going to play a game, okay? And you said the word. It was E. coli.
E. coli.
The secret menu is a brand new game where I will give us a category, and then we have 1 minute to bounce back and forth as many jokes to that category as possible. Play along in the YouTube comments. I will pick my favorite one, and I will reveal it at the next secret menu segment in a later episode. And if I picked yours, I'll send you a free t-shirt. So a fine dining t-shirt, not just like a random shirt off.
I found it on Burbank Boulevard.
Yeah. The category is Chipotle-Borne Illnesses.
Oh, okay.
Examples being gonorrhea or cilantro Lyme disease.
Nice.
I'll let you go first, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Glaucoma.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Ooh, good one. Salsariasis.
Churrosis of the liver.
Good one. Barbacovid.
Tortilla beaties.
Nice. Pink-eyed de gallo.
All right, that's the best one. Ulcerative carnitas.
Rheumatoid sofritas.
That sounds so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really too bad.
Diarrhea con carne.
Isn't that all diarrhea?
Oh, no.
E. corni.
All right, and that's time. I don't know why we did that, but play along in the comments and, have fun with it.
I thought it was good.
I did too.
I'd like to have at least a couple of those diseases.
Why?
Just for fun.
I mean, churrosis does sound delicious.
Also, salsariasis, I would much prefer to regular psoriasis.
Just licking your skin all the time.
I mean, it sounds stingy, but I would do it.
Guacoma, just avocado-wise.
We should be so lucky.
Chipotle doesn't have an official secret menu, but you can ask for certain specialty items that don't appear on the menu, and they're common enough that many employees will know what to do. These include some popular items like the quesarito, a regular burrito wrapped inside a quesadilla. Other items include the double-decker taco, the burrito dia, their dragon sauce that's made by mixing sour cream with Chipotle's tomatillo red chili salsa, and the three-pointer, a cheaper burrito that uses fewer ingredients. So you can basically get like a discount on your burrito to be like, hey, I'm just going to get a couple things.
I mean, I can...
Look, you want to tithe to Chipotle, so getting discounts, I know, not appealing to you.
Just pay the good people what they want.
Give them anything.
Just if they ask, just give it to them. What's the issue?
Chipotle employs a Brooklyn-based DJ, Christopher Galoob, to curate monthly playlists played in all their stores. These playlists, consisting of approximately 500 songs each, are changed monthly. They literally just have a dude in Brooklyn, and they're like, oh, what are you feeling this month? He's like, I'll throw something together.
That seems a little arbitrary.
Yeah.
It could be anybody, right?
Yeah, why him?
Yeah.
Who dubbed Christopher Galoob the tastemaker of the interior of a Chipotle?
Yeah, and like, why can't it be me? or you or like anybody. Like,
I think with me, they'd be like, okay, great. We've heard Rap God 6 times and now you have Hanson. What's happening?
I mean, that would be even less random than the shit we heard in there today.
That's fair. All right. Chipotle uses around 100,000 avocados a day.
Same.
Certain celebrities and VIPs are sometimes given free Chipotle for a year cards, which afford them 1 free burrito each day.
I don't like that because those are celebrities and they can afford to.
Yeah, those who have, let's make it free.
I know.
I've never understood like swag bags.
Right. I know.
To me, it's just so bad. Like, give those to people who like make a kid's Christmas.
Yeah. I want a swag bag full of burritos.
I do know that. Anyways, can we bring it in? No one is here. I have no staff. But I was going to pretend that we had a...
Are you aware that I'm the most gullible person on the planet? If you just like say the slightest thing that's really suggestive, I'll just be like...
If I commit hard enough that there's actually a guy standing over there with a bag of burritos, you'd be like, I don't see him, but I believe Michael.
I'm like a dog waiting for someone to throw a ball. I'm like, wait, where is it?
People are really bad at estimating their Chipotle calories. A meal there is pretty caloric. Half of the meals people order at Chipotle contain over 1,070 calories, according to the New York Times analysis of Grubhub data in February 2015.
So isn't that normal then? Because a burrito is like one meal of the day and it's like 1,000-ish calories and you're supposed to have about 3,000 a day. So this just feels like bad burrito press. The math is adding up to me.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, so...
Now, the menu's calorie range for burritos is 400 to 900, so their advertising is false.
Yeah, and then once you add, like, sour cream and guac and stuff.
So, like, literally, soft flour tortilla, you start at 300 calories. Black beans and rice bumps it to 605. Steak can raise that to 795. With cheese, lettuce, guacamole, and sour cream, an average burrito can top out at around 1,245 calories.
Sounds fine to me. Move on.
I am.
There's nothing wrong with the data you just delivered. I don't want any bad press going to Chipotle.
All right. While customers often request a breakfast menu at Chipotle, the chain has only experimented with it at 2 unique locations, both in airports, Baltimore, Washington International and Dulles Airport.
Oh, you don't want to sit next to someone on an airplane who's
I had a Chipotle breakfast.
It's like, oh God, what am I in for? It's like, that's the guy the one who had diarrhea in the aisle of the plane a few months ago. Did you hear that? And
No.
They had to land the plane. You didn't hear about that?
No.
It was like one of the beginning cases of like airline catastrophes that's happened recently. And I'm guessing he went to Chipotle first.
In 2021, the Irvine location tested out mini churros. They were only available via the mobile app, were 100% vegan, and used a blend of Vietnamese and Indonesian cinnamon.
I mean...
If you're rating the cinnamons, those are like 2 of them.
I really don't like cinnamon either. Is that weird?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have like a strong love for it, but I
could take it or leave it.
I'm
not
it.
as passionate about my hatred for cinnamon as I am about soup or
anything.
anything.
I like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It depends on the context. I don't know. Cinnamon people. The passion.
That feels like a 70s song, like the cinnamon people.
Top of the charts.
Yeah. Since its inception 2 decades ago, Chipotle has experienced steady growth, with the number of restaurants worldwide reaching 3,187 as of 2 years ago. It is the largest fast casual restaurant chain in the U.S. based on unit count.
I love hearing that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that underdog story.
It also has a high American customer satisfaction index score of 77 out of 100 in 2022, placing it among the top 10 limited service restaurant chains in the country.
Aw, I'm so proud. It's like McDonald's got out of there and they were like, fly, child.
We'll be watching you from a distance.
Yeah,
Do your
and then
thing.
they fucking killed it. Look. Oh, it's inspiring. It's like Adonis Creed.
You're such a stan. With an overall brand value surpassing $16.2 billion in 2022, Chipotle ranked as the 4th most valuable quick service restaurant brand in the United States that year.
It's number 1 for me, but yeah.
In 2023, Chipotle announced plans to hire 15,000 workers and expand to 7,000 locations, focusing on small towns and cities, aiming to double its footprint.
See what happens when you move to Newport Beach?
Get out of Denver.
Yeah, seriously.
Competitive eater Matt Stoney is on record for eating a burrito in about 35 seconds. While no Guinness World Records officials appeared to be on hand, Stoney already has several world records under his belt, including eating 5 pounds of cake in 8 minutes and 59 seconds. At that point, you can just say 9 minutes.
Yeah.
5 pounds of cake. This guy's insane.
I mean, whoa.
A burrito in 35 seconds.
I can't.
We ate for about 25, 35 minutes, and you hit a wall where you're like, this is the point. This is
I'm bringing it home to eat later. So actually,
it's like an 8 hour.
Yeah, it's like 8.5 hour burrito consumption. For me, it's like the record should be like, how long can I eat this burrito for? Like, how long can I enjoy this? Why would you want to rush?
It's like a camel drinking. Like,
yeah,
I'll get to more later.
Yeah, like, why would you want to rush the glory?
Yeah,
just keep enjoying it. 35 seconds. It's like, it's a gift, you know? When you open Christmas presents, I know that they like kids open it as fast as possible, but it's really fun to like wait.
You pick one thing and go play with it for a bit before you open the next one.
Yeah.
Chipotle maintains a strict policy of not offering franchising opportunities, unlike many other top-level food chains, such as Subway, KFC, and Taco Bell. All Chipotle locations worldwide are owned by the company itself, ensuring consistency across all stores and adherence to the guidelines set by Chipotle management.
Okay, keep it in the family. I get it.
You don't ever get to have a Chipotle, though.
You know what? I don't trust myself to uphold the legacy.
I can't. I'm not worthy of their standards.
No, I really think it's better if I stay like an admirer and fan. I don't need to be involved.
From a distance, through like put hand on a glass window. Like,
when the burrito is just tapped on the other side. I feel like we're in prison when we do that.
The restaurant embraces Halloween by offering a unique twist on the holiday tradition of dressing up and trick-or-treating. In recent years, anyone in costume visiting a Chipotle location on Halloween could enjoy a discounted burrito, starting from free burritos before evolving to $2 in 2016 and $3 in 2017 due to high demand.
That's really cute.
A lot of people caught on, like, oh, if I dress up, and then they're like, whoa, too many free burritos. We're going to charge you a little.
Fair.
Yeah.
I have a burrito blanket that I wrap up in sometimes when it's not Halloween.
You just, but you wear it on Halloween and you're like, I came as you.
Yeah. I do have a photo of me in it with tinfoil around me too.
How much tinfoil did you use?
A lot of tinfoil.
I'll put it on screen.
Okay.
Yeah, send it to me. Chipotle has a secret customer reward program called the Farm Team, which offers exclusive perks like free food, t-shirts, and other fun items. Membership is invitation only, and managers have limited invites to offer. Members also receive education on topics related to Chipotle's processes. Like
what we're doing right now?
Yeah. But they get like the insider scoop, including factory farming.
I don't need to know about that. That's okay.
You don't want to go on the farm and...
I'm cool.
Yeah. Being part of the Farm Team is considered a privilege and a delight for diehard Chipotle customers.
My bad. Yeah. Maybe I'm really not as like a true like
lover. Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard anyone say, I love Chipotle. The best part about it is the farms.
They're really just kind of getting free labor. They're like, oh, you love this? Make it.
Yeah. See, this is why I don't want to be in the Chipotle business.
Yeah.
It's too much hassle.
Yeah.
And then farms are always far away.
Even when you're on one. Oh, it takes forever to get to that farm. All right. And that'll do it for this week's Eat Deets. Okay, Zara, we've discussed the history of Chipotle. We're all educated now. We've got a PhD in GUAC.
Good shit, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're not done. We have a review to give. But that'll be next week. This week, we're going to see what other people reviewed this place in this week's Yelp from Strangers.
We need a little Yelp, a little Yelp from strangers. A 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4 or 5. So get a little Yelp, a little Yelp from strangers. A little Yelp. Give us those complaints while you literally whine and die. Yelp!
All right, this is Yelp from Strangers, our segment where we go to Yelp and read out our favorite 1, 2, 3, 4- and 5-star Yelp reviews of the very Chipotle that we went to. Zara, may I do the honors? May I start us off with a review?
Please.
All right.
I am not trustworthy in any way. You should do it.
You're going to do some of them.
Oh, okay. Audience beware.
If you look behind that pillow right there.
Do I get a gift?
There are 2 reviews for you to read. There actually are.
I'm so excited. Okay.
That was like a magic trick.
I want to open the present again later.
You want to savor the present opening.
Yeah.
1-star review.
This is a 1-star review from Liana Z from Burbank, California, March 4th, 2023. She's only written 4 Yelp reviews, and this is the only picture she's ever uploaded.
Thank you.
The people need to know her history. Terrible service. The guy there was some rude guy. He was so dry. I was waiting in the line for a whole hour, not even lying, and there was a million workers in the back just playing their music, not paying attention to the 30 customers in the line, so unprofessional. That was all one sentence. I even saw a bug fly right into the food, but I'm not even going to lie. The food wasn't as bad as thought it would be, but just the service threw me off, and I will not dine in an area where I see bugs in food, employees rolling eyes at me, and people waiting for a million years.
Poor Leona, dude. She's having a fucking day.
It's about to take a turn.
Okay.
Not for the better.
Okay.
The guy kept looking at my chest, and I felt so uncomfortable because I'm a minor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The music was loud. I couldn't hear my friend talk, and the guy taking the order was literally whispering like he was depressed.
I mean...
Are depressed people known for whispering? Is that a key trait of being depressed?
Is it because you're so sad that you can't use your vocal energy to communicate? It is.
Everything's so hard.
But also, dude, like, they work at Chipotle. It's like, I can't imagine that.
The clientele.
It's not, like if you had to deal with the people every day who like don't even look at you in the eyes.
It would break you.
Yeah. Like when you think, like I always try to make sure to look at them in the face because they're on like just autopilot. They don't, they're just like, burrito, we're going to.
Well, and if they ever commit a crime, you're more useful to a sketch artist.
Yeah, exactly. If they ever looked at a chest of a minor, I would be able to identify them.
That's the guy.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's got chest looking eyes.
A really, really sharp nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. He slammed our food over and told us we should sit outside in the cold. Overall terrible experience. Thank you. I love the thank you.
This is, I mean, it's a horrible review, but it's one of the best horrible reviews I've ever read, actually.
Yeah.
It has so many layers. It has more layers than the burrito itself. She really like...
Liana Z.
Oh, man.
5-star review.
Okay, this is a 5-star review from Matthew S. from Carlsbad, California. And Carlsbad knows quality. It sounds like a joke.
That actually made me snort. You love the snout.
Yeah. Oh, piglet. You're a little carnita. This is not... It's going to sound like I'm shaming. How many times are we going to say?
I think little carnita is nice.
Really?
Well, I love carnitas, so...
Okay.
To me, I would take that affectionately.
That's sweet. I'm glad. All right. Carlsbad, California. I don't know why that feels really important. Context, : I first tried in Chipotle when I lived in northern VA and liked most. I enjoyed the big-ass burritos packed with flavor and tender meat. When I moved to North County, San Diego, 2016, my love for Chipotle diminished. Every Chipotle in this area acts as though they're on a food shortage, seasoning shortage, and lack of knowledge in how long to cook their meat, parentheses, aka, that shit always overcooked, end parentheses. So
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Just read this like you're doing an impression of what you imagine he looks like.
Okay. So it's safe to say Chipotle has been mid to me for a long time now. Today, I was in the Burbank area and figured getting a burrito would be quick and easy. I don't know if I'm doing it the way he looks.
It's your interpretation. You're the artist here.
Thanks. Blank slate. When I walked in to pick up my order, I immediately noticed something was off, as I was politely greeted by a girl with black hair and glasses who seemed to still have a will to live.
That seems off.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Especially in line with the 1-star review that you read a second ago.
Yeah,
she mentioned the depressed workers.
Whisper.
The whispering. Yeah. So he had a similar experience at the other locations. But his experience of the Burbank location was the opposite.
It was solid.
The opposite of Leona's.
Of depressed. Yeah.
Yeah. This girl in glasses who seemed to still have a will to live, unlike the zombies who work at my nearest store, and she quickly gave me my order and sent me on my way. Upon picking up the burrito, I also noticed that the thing was hefty, caps, parentheses, something I'm not used to anymore. That I agree with him on.
Yeah.
The Chipotle burritos used to really be like partial baseball bat.
Yeah.
Heft.
I read all 400 reviews of this.
That's amazing.
Of this Chipotle. The majority of the 1-star reviews were about the portion.
Yeah, they've cut down.
I went with Liana's because of how long her sentences were, and that amused me.
That was the right choice.
And the whispering equals depression made me laugh. But like every single one was just, yeah. Well, there is still one of them that will address it. So
sure. I mean, I noticed they haven't really raised their prices, and everybody else has, but they have lowered the portions, which means that,
sure,
you know. Now, when I tell you that big boy was bussin', that shit was bussin'. It's all in caps. The rice was cooked perfectly. The chicken was seasoned, caps. And not only that, it was nice and tender and juicy, caps. The guac tasted heavenly, and everything else I got in the burrito was on point. I properly effed that shit up. And it was 105 out. Am I too...
It was hot.
That's what that means?
Yeah. If you read the next sentence. When I read it the first time, I was like, what does that mean? Is that a phrase that I'm not aware?
What the fuck?
No. He's literally talking about the temperature outside.
Oh... I thought it was
105 out. We're following up him saying bussin' twice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you feel like he's using modern. I effed that shit up. It was 105 outside. It's like, oh, they're keeping it 100 plus 5? Like,
that's like a new level of awesomeness that like Gen Z is doing that I really have no idea.
It's 105 out.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Sure.
Okay, and it was 105 out degrees. He didn't write that. I'm clarifying. If I was able to enjoy a hot burrito in 105 degrees, he did it the second time. Thank you. I don't even want to know how good it would have tasted if my surrounding conditions were optimal. So he's saying if he had to eat it the way Leona ate hers outside, or they told her to, then it would have been better for him.
I love that he uses words like bussin' and then optimal.
Yeah, he's really playing both.
He's a complex human being.
Yeah, he's very well-rounded. Y'all, I don't know who cooked that thing, but I damn wished I would have known it was going to taste that good, because I would have dropped a $10 tip. That's the other thing. Chipotle doesn't have the tip thing at the end.
Yeah.
But Starbucks does. Yeah. Everywhere does.
Yeah.
I love that Chipotle is just like, we pay our people. Don't worry about it.
Do they? I don't know what they make. Are they competitive?
But they're still in business and people are still working there. So if it was really horrible.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. People will take jobs that pay poorly just because they need something.
I guess you're right. But the tip thing makes me mad, because I'm like, you guys, like, I
do agree.
I tip.
Do agree.
I'm not saying I don't.
Cover your employees, like, stop putting it on us.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, the tip culture is wild.
It's gotten insane.
Yeah.
It's like someone just flipping over an iPad and then they're like sad when
you don't hit 35%.
Yeah, it's just like,
and like the options on it are like 25, 30, like the you have to hit custom if you want to tip 20%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then like they always say like, oh, it'll just be a couple questions.
It's one. It's one question.
It's a question, and you know exactly what it is, and you're staring at me while I make the decision, and then I feel pressured and bad about it. And then it's so awkward, and I'm like, you're literally just taking a bagel and like giving it to me.
We've literally forced the employed to panhandle.
Oh my God. That is exactly
literally
what
we're doing.
Dude, yes.
They're holding a cup in your face. I mean, like, please
And then you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're staring at me and we're really close. And you also are holding my bagel hostage. So like now I have to, you're so right about that. And then I feel bad for them because I'm like, you're working for a place that it clearly is not paying you enough.
Yeah.
But why is a bagel now $7?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Why did the price go up, but you still need to be tipped? That price increase should go to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're tipping.
And it doesn't.
Right.
And I'm not even convinced the tips all go to them.
That's a really good point, too. Yeah. Okay. This says, this is a really nice concluding sentence from Matthew S. 11 out of 10, 6 out of 5, whatever the ranking is. I wish I could transport this Chipotle to where I live because damn, it would have been my second home. We are in good company with this man. I feel like he understands how beautiful this establishment is. Yeah. And I guess I was wrong when I said Carlsbad knows quality because clearly he was complaining about
the Carlsbad one.
Yeah.
I just felt it was appropriate.
It's a Carlsbad one. I mean, you're welcome.
No. You can go download our full Yelp from Strangers segment at our Patreon. The link for that is in the description of this episode, or you can go to patreon.com/finediningpodcast. And we're now offering a 1-week free trial, so what do you have to lose? Go check it out. People have wild opinions, and we get to read oh so many of them. Thanks. All right, well, that does it for the part 1 episode. We've covered the history. We've covered Yelp reviews. We've got our review all primed and ready for next week. We're just going to turn the lights off and sit here for 7 days' time. And then if we're still alive, we'll talk about Chipotle.
I got my leftover Chipotle, so I'm fine.
It has so many calories. You will last.
I'm good.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to plug? Tell people to follow you.
If you want to find me, I'm on Instagram at Zara Mizrahi. That'll do it.
I'll put a graphic so people know how to spell it.
Thank you.
And it'll be in the description of the episode for those of you just listening.
Appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming on the Fine Dining Podcast, the search for the most mediocre restaurant in America. We're just going to sit here waiting on our table for a week. But in the meantime,
have a fine day.
Waiting on our table, the step is done and we had some fun. Now we're waiting on our table. Join us next time we're stuck in line. Waiting on our table. We're so hungry, tummy's grumbling. Waiting on our table. We gotta continue our search for mediocrity. Yeah. Waiting on our table. We'll be waiting, anticipating and waiting on our table. Same thing here next week. We're digging in because we're waiting on our table. Got an appetite, but just sit tight because we're waiting on our table. Search will continue when we see you next week. But until then, we're just waiting on our table. Waiting on our table.
Have a fine day.